In this video, we're going to talk about Palantir. It's had a wonderful last 24 months with the stock appreciating to the highs of roughly 2,000%. Even with the most recent pullback, stock is still up 1,300%. Question is the crash going to continue? On the weekly chart, you can see this level at roughly $65 served as support before that next leg or impulse move higher. So the question is this just a bigger move, just a pullback before the next up move? Now, many think that the recent appreciation the last 2 years is more speculation than fundamentals. People say that this is an AI story. That's why price has moved up so high. Well, let's get into the news. Let's see what the latest article from the Motley Fool is saying. With shares up 279% over the last 12 months, Palantir has benefited from two recent hype cycles, Gen AI and the election of President Donald Trump. Since debuted on the NASDAQ through its public IPO in 2020, Palantir has attracted a fair share of attention. The big data analytics company has an exciting business model offering software as a service to clients like the Central Intelligence Agency and DoD. Now, when OpenAI introduced Gen AI to the mainstream, management quickly pounced on the opportunity, synergizing large language models with its existing data analytics tools to make them more efficient and offer real-time insight in fast-paced scenarios such as the battlefields. Now let's talk about Donald Trump. The Trump administration has expressed a desire to end the war in Ukraine as soon as possible, which could reduce the market for Palantir services. Again, Palantir has a large percentage of its revenue coming from governments around the world. Palantir could also face further challenges in the U.S., where it earns the lion's share of its revenue, around 67%, again from the government. Under the Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, the Pentagon has pledged to cut 8% of its budget annually for the next 5 years. This could limit Palantir's ability to earn contracts. Now, the futures company business looks uncertain, but its current operation also leaves much to be desired. Fourth quarter revenue grew 36% year over year to $828 million, which is significantly lower than others in the AI industry like Nvidia, which grew sales of 78% in the fiscal fourth quarter. So you can see the difference in growth for different companies in the AI space. With a forward price to earnings multiple of 156, Palantir's valuation doesn't account for many challenges, and it leaves room for substantial downside in 2025. Investors who want to bet on AI should look for more reasonable price options. All right, so going back to the weekly chart once again, price does have a little bit more room to the downside. Why do I say that? Well, again, this is that level that I'm personally looking at, $65. Again, that served as support in the past. And you can call this within that support, you can call that weekly buyers. From this rally, basing candles rally out, price pulls back, and then moves higher. Getting a little bit more surgical, this is the daily chart. And this was that pullback we saw on the weekly chart before price moved higher. So the charts are suggesting we could see a bounce if price continues to move higher. The best setup is going to be if price moves lower, breaks the downtrend line, pulls back, forms a double bottom, and then shoots higher. Let me know what you think. Is Palantir a buy, sell, or hold?